Welcome to the dvm360. Give us 5 minutes and we'll update you with the veterinary news, medicine, and business information you need to know right now. I'm dvm360 editor Jessica Zemler. In this edition of the 5, we'll get a behaviorist opinion on dominance-based training and learn the #1 odor control mistake in most veterinary hospitals. First up, the news. California veterinary officials have confirmed a single case of the neuropathogenic strain of equine herpes virus, or EHV1, at a Riverside County ranch. The finding follows confirmation of 15 other cases recently in nearby Orange County. Veterinary officials have quarantined both premises, but say they are not aware of any links between the EHV1 cases emerging between the two facilities. The California Department of Food and Agriculture says the source of the outbreak has yet to be identified, but the initial investigation reveals no link to 3 EHV1 outbreaks in 2011. The University of Wisconsin-Madison will be searching for a new veterinary school dean. A search committee has been appointed to assist the administration in selecting a replacement for Dr. Daryl Buss, who has led the veterinary school since 1994. Buss, only the second dean in the school's history, will step down in June. Tony Goldberg, a professor in the Department of Pathobiological Sciences, will chair the search committee, the remainder of which is composed of other faculty and veterinary students. Do you know clients, trainers, or veterinarians who endorse a leader-of-the-pack approach to preventing and correcting behavior problems in dogs? Veterinary behaviorist and veterinary medicine editorial advisory board member Dr. John Ciribassi explains why dominance-based training methods put people and animals at risk.
The big issue really in behavior medicine is the antagonism or opposite viewpoint of some professionals, whether they be trainers or veterinarians, who feel really strongly that people should be, and there's lots of terms that are used, but typically we're looking at terms like alpha and leader of the pack, and you have to be in control and dominant, aggressive, and they espouse approaches that involve things such as rollovers and pinning and using leash corrections and shock collars and things like that. And the reality is most of the problem behaviors we have in dogs, particularly those related to aggression, are associated with fear and anxiety. And when those techniques are utilized, it exacerbates the problem and puts people at risk as well as the animal at risk.
To read the American Veterinary Society of Animal Behavior position statement on dominance, go to avsabonline.org. Coming up, we'll hear from a mechanical engineer about the smells of the veterinary clinic. But first, practice management expert Mark Opperman says that if you want to give your clinic an edge, pay attention to the little things.
What is the sweetest words to your client's ears? Is it the client's name or the pet's name? And you know, it's the pet's name. So again, knowing the pet when they come in, hopefully getting the picture of the pet in the computer so that when they walk in, you can look in the computer and you can say, oh, is that Fluffy? And they would say, absolutely. And you know, hi, Mrs. Smith, it's great to see you again. But personalization of communication. In that exam room, technicians, the same thing. Look at your body language. Are we greeting that client when we go into that exam room? Are we shaking their hand? Are you introducing yourself as the doctor's technician or the exam room assistant? And definitely interacting with that pet as well. But look at what you can do to take that up to another level and really make this an amazing experience for the clients. As I always say, you want to love your clients so much, you want to care for them and their pets so well that that client doesn't want to leave your practice for fear of a harsher world outside your doors.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ernie Ward, and you're watching the dvm360.
The biggest mistake we see veterinarians make in new construction in odor control is a failure to include dehumidification in the design of their facilities. And typically, I would say also mechanical systems that are insufficiently sized for the practice. The proper design of a system really includes about 2 to 3 cubic feet per minute of air per square foot of facility, with a lot of vertical airflow and about 30% outside air, and all of those systems need to be coupled with dehumidification.
We hope you've enjoyed this edition of The 5. If you have suggestions for future shows, email us at dvm360@advancedstar.com. And for the latest news, medicine, and business information, please be sure to visit dvm360.com every day. In 2011.